So we're seeing Cars and Cameras and Hero Absolution pull out the same composition we saw in the last series for this map. And a ship versus Yap Yap and Aatrox from CYM. So we haven't actually seen CYM on stream yet, but they had a bye first round. Being the #1 seed in the tournament, they got a bye since there wasn't enough teams for them to play a first round. So they may not be as warmed up as the other players because they have had a hard route to the semi-finals here. But Rock Generation, 3 times anniversary tournament winner, probably like 20 times 1v1 tournament winner, and also won the last 4 2v2 tournaments. I'm saying that as a guess because that's what I remember. He's won a lot of 2v2 tournaments with different partners as well. So normally playing with Admiration Vexida. Today opting to play with XCA5.
Mini base complete.
Got fodder on hold ground, just in case the mini bases are pressured, but doesn't look like Hero Absolution going to go for that mini steal this game. He felt it was more necessary to actually get his own mini bases this game than actually steal his opponents, because they are against a Yap Yap.
Mini base complete.
First mini base now being picked up. Even though he has a grunt here, Hero running down here could easily pick that up, so I would say that's probably very risky by Rock to actually do that, but it allowed him to get double generator, allowed them both to get double generator just by not pressuring these mini bases. Seeing the Honor Guard once more come out from Hero Absolution, the Armory come out from Cars and Cameras. No barracks this time though, doesn't want to be fighting against the fodder. And we are going to be seeing a raid camp from XCA on the back. And probably a War Council on this one for Rock, unless he opts for the expansion, the quick expansion. Probably not, since the Honor Guard will be out very soon. And I need to update the scoreboard. There you go, my bad. Interesting. Yeah, Rock playing the Aatrox strat, probably double fortifications here, going to be taking 2 expansions and taking this away from blue team as well. They need to get denying these. I think Hero should be able to see that. Yeah, he does see that with the vision. He's just choosing to ignore it for now. Oh, they just stop the cap there, and Rock picking up this base as well. Going to be very annoying for blue. This is a strategy you've seen before. XCA going to be picking up an expansion as well. This is just like delaying for his opponents, so his opponents won't be able to get these bases, but it will allow him to get at least 1 base up and turrets on his main. Usually a distraction technique to try and distract the enemy. Apex coming up. Bases are being pressured. He's going to be harassing the generator. Got the War Council at the back, but no chosen yet. XCA going to be going into Tech 2, and Rock going to be upgrading his expansion.
Generator upgrade complete.
It's very fast play by these two. Blue team are now securing all of the power nodes though. They're about to have 4 power nodes 2-0, and they will be working on the 5th one as well. Need to deny some of these expansions though. What's going to happen here is that red team will have a lot of bases, but blue team should have the more dominant army. I think he's not going to be able to get the generator. That was a waste of time, and we do have the engineer on the way over as well. This expansion also being upgraded, and this one probably going to get denied. Tech 2 almost up for Cars and Hero. And it's just going to be Rock Generation sitting in Tech 1 for a while.
I don't want to alarm you, but our base is under attack. Do some retaliation. Our allies are in danger. Over here and shoot.
See, now he has a scout here to pick it back up. Cars needs to get this immediately, otherwise he's going to waste, just like we saw in the Mirage games with Delon and B-Save, waste so much time trying to take it out.
Rocket
Cars
launcher
is going to be able to get it. We've got Rocket Launcher and a Garage coming up as well. On a guard coming back in for that gem, but realizes there is now an engineer there.
Garage constructed.
Douglas in the middle, going to be fighting against the Yap Yap. He will be able to push him back. There is not enough Rangers here. This expansion half health as well. He's trying to kill the engineer.
We're under fire over here.
More engineers on the way over. And the honor guard is now here as well. But the turrets are coming up. We got Sui's coming out as well. And Rocky's just playing like hard defense just everywhere right now.
Our base is under attack.
Bullet comes down on his expansion as well. This is an anti-infantry turret engineer on the way in to help heal that base. The upgraded Yap Goblins from XCA. Cars and Cameras has got his expansion up and running. We got Warthogs coming out from him. Actually got a double garage and a third one coming up on his expansion. Hero having a hard time dealing with this. Especially now the Chosen's here as well. There's just enough engineers around.
Leader point earned.
Like he might have walked into a mine. He has a lot of weak units. Generation still in Tech 1.
Apex constructed.
Who needs Tech 2? Yeah, mines go off on the weak Marine there, but there is now 3 Goblins out fully upgraded. And Rock is just defending with turrets, engineers, and suicide guns, and that is it. Double red camp going up now. He's getting into Tech 2. On a guard pushing up, we've got a spirit support coming down as they press onto XCA, which is probably what they should have done in the first place. Kept XCA's base down, but that is now upgraded as well. Chosen coming across. Rock Generation has 4 raid camps. Oh, that's a nice beam. Nice counter beam. Gundam comes down. Probably a bit late. We got a Kodiak here as well. The Chosen's coming around the back. Gundam's about to fall. Beam comes down now onto the spirit support as the Sui's going as well. No, they don't know where they're going because it's all dead. There were no splits there by Hero Absolution. The honor guard gets shredded. Sui's almost killing the Chosen's chasing. Honor guard is going to be able to get away. That Kodiak's going to get picked off. We've got Douglas in the garrison. You're going to need some turrets on this base because these goblins keeping all of this alive. Like, this isn't even a scary army. It's just the heroes and the Chosen, really. Everything else is just support. Grunt goblins aren't upgraded. The Kodiaks are in really bad positions.
Our base is under attack.
Chosen is weak. He has lost his shield.
Wolverine here. Show me the target.
Now it's a huge push up onto Cars and Cameras expansion. Hero Absolution on 17 population can go Tech 3. But I guess the Honor Guard micro was just too much for him. Drop turret goes down. We do have Kodiak on the front line as well. And that Chosen gets into the garrison away from the Honor Guard. There's just so many engineers keeping him alive. And we haven't seen a single Reaver.
Our base is under attack.
One of the Yak Goblins is going to fall.
Turret constructed.
Might lose every Goblin here.
Kodiak ready for duty, sir.
Heals have been used. Might be able to get some rams out. Goes into Cloak. There is now no detect, and that Honor Guard is actually shredding these Goblins. The mine at the back there, actually missing the Kodiak, but he's going to fall. Trox is coming back in with his shield. Now has his Tech 2 upgrade. The Kodiak still not in the greatest of positions. A couple of Wolverines coming out. We don't have any Foundry from Hero Absolution. He's only on one base. Another Kodiak going to be getting picked off. We do have Extract now back and available. Hero Absolution is an honor guard and a dream right now. 11 population. What's he sending in power for? Like, what's he trying to get here? Scarab? He's trying to get a Scarab. The War Council's coming up. Feeding him to a Scarab. He has 2k of blue because he has no units. Slam comes down. The honor guard gets Vet 1. The Hunter's now getting picked off. We do have a Shroud in the mix as well. We're going to need more Wolverines from Cars and Cameras. Turret coming up on the main base as well. XCA coming back with his Goblins. The Chosen is going to fall. And this might actually be a great hold and a great play by Blue Team. The Scarab is 110 seconds out. Cars and Cameras upgrading his expansion now as well. Another Goblin is going to fall. The Rams come in from the Warthogs. And this is a very, very scary army from Cars and Cameras with the Kodiaks. Kodiaks, Hogs. He's looking good. 81 pop out of 100. Here, Absolution, all he has is that Scarab. He has no open slots to be able to build anything else, basically. So it was a smart play by them to actually identify that he's struggling to populate. But now there is a bunch of Hunters, Shrouds, and NG is going to be taking down all of these Hogs. Stuns go down as well. The mines go down. All the Hogs are dead. Blasting Beam is back up for Hero Absolution. Shroud almost gets picked off. Cloak is going to be too much. XCA now getting into Tech 3. Cars and Cameras not too far away. Needs to take this time to position these Kodiaks better. Especially the weak one. The weak one needs to like be up here or like back here.
Kodiak here, sir.
Just one push to the front and they're all dead. Rogen finally going to be getting a shield on this forward base, which is a bit of pain in here Absolution's side, and that is a dirty beam. He just threw the beam out there and actually does a ton of damage, taking down all of those Shrouds, allowing the Kodiaks to just abuse all units. Y ability, pulling them across to the right hand side. That Scarab has to be out very soon. 5 seconds away from the Scarab.
Our base is under attack.
And do they have anything to deal with it? There's 6 Hunter, a couple of heroes. What is this? What is this, Cars? Cars and Cameras with the mistake of his life, sending every Kodiak into the front line, forcing a displace out onto the army there. Scarab is now here in the mix, picking off a couple of Hunters. Drop turret comes down, doesn't quite get the stun on the Chosen, but Blue Team are pressing back now. All the action is going to be diverted to this base. Looks like it's going to be focused down by the Scarab. Going to try and main it down. Jump Arrows jumping over the top. I think that was a dying breath as well. We got Wolverines in here. We got a lot of Kodiaks, a bunch of Kodiaks. We got Engineers from the Spirit Support at the back as well. We just need some anti-air for all of these Engineers. Methane Party goes down in the mix. That's going to be a huge debuff. Beam goes down on top as well. Going to be going down on the Scarab while it's debuffed. Wow, that play for nothing just dies to a beam. And Methane Party, can it get away? There is a weak Engineer trying to focus it. The Scarab's running away. Grundon comes down. The Scarab's running. There's no shield on the main. Cars and Cameras almost has enough to drop that Sentinel in. The Scarab is going to get away, but still nothing to heal it up. There's a bunch of jump pack brutes out as well. These have Dark Skies. Going to be jumping all over the Kodiaks. There is the Y ability onto the Scarab. Cars and Cameras, 2k, 2k. It has to be the Sentinel. There's nothing else. There's going to be 2 super units they have. A flying one and one that doesn't fly. 40 seconds away for that shield gen. The Scarab just is just not going to get healed at all. He's basically out of this fight. The Chosen is chasing him down. The Erad onto the main. The shield's not up. Sentinel comes down somewhere over to the left of the base. But here Absolution on a single base getting stripped. If he loses that Scarab, it is all over. Might be over anyway. Kodiak's once more, all units in. To the front line. The heavy grunt stunning the scarab. The Y abilities. Oh, not the scarab, the flying scarab, we could call it. The retriever has been stun locked by the heavy grunts. The retriever goes down. The scarab's in cloak, mass cloaking, and this is where we probably will see a resign from these players. Here, Absolution with a lot of money, but just no parts to build anything. So many heals from this team. Yap Goblin healed, Bulwark heals. Trying to focus it down, but again, more heals. The Scarab's gonna fall eventually. There he goes. The Scarab falls. Here, Absolution taps out. And victory. Game number 1. Going to CYM. Ooh. Honestly, I thought the Scarab play was gonna work. The CYM held that very well.